In this video, we will be looking at normal superior goods. And the key thing about normal superior goods is they normally have a YED of which is greater than +1. And I'm putting that straight away, but I will explain this in more detail. Right. So what is a normal superior good? A normal superior good will experience a higher proportion of income spent on it when the income of consumers goes up, and will have a YED of greater than 1. The demand curve, first let's have a look at the diagram to understand this. The for these sort of goods is very, or let's say relatively elastic. Okay. And why? Because a small rise in price will make the person consume less because the affordability reduces income. But right, anyways, having a look at this, so we've got our supply curve, we've got our demand curve. Let me just bring this down so it's not an issue. Now price is, let's say, P1, where D1 and supply curve intersect. Quantity demanded is Q1. As the income increases, more will be demanded, so the demand curve shifts outwards to D2, from D1 to D2. Price goes up from P1 to P2 as the demand is increased. And as I said initially, the shift of D1 to D2 is because of the income effect. Now, we've said more is demanded, so the concept behind this is that, let's say I have had an increase of 10% in income, there is a, or let's say 5% increase in income, and there is a feel good factor about it, and what I do is I take my family for a nice expensive meal and I'm spending more of my proportion of income. Why? Because all the other demand is a necessity. So if I'm eating potatoes at home, or if I'm eating, let's say, whatever, I'm not going to consume more and more because I can only fill so much of my tummy. But going to the restaurant is going to increase my utility by a lot. So it's a want and it enjoys high utility. So the quantity demanded has increased, let's say, by 15%. Meanwhile, the income only increased by 10%. So the workings for the YED would be positive 1.5% or plus, yep. And to remember, in the, sorry, not percent, because percentage gets cancelled, positive 1.5. So what we've got to remember is that it is positive and the income elasticity of demand is greater than 1. So I'll make that note over here. For normal superior goods, the YED is greater than 1 and is always positive. Thank you.